Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair taha. With regards to your first question about the nazar and so that's haq, that's truth, and there are many hadith about this. Nazar, evil eye, that's absolutely proven. And the common, you know, worldly experience has confirmed that as well. Like, no one can deny that. Which is, look at someone with a angry look, harsh look. S- Small kids would start crying for that. So you haven't touched them, you haven't said anything. Just by you looking at them, they would get scared. They would get like, they would cry. So that's how the nazar could do, and that's what it can do spiritually as well. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned it very categorically in hadith. So nazar is haq. Okay, and there's a story about Sahil ibn Hunayf and many other mentions about nazar. So that's definitely haq. Nazar lag jati hai, bilkul lag jati hai. और वो जब उस पे that's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, so whenever you see something good in someone, say mashallah, say alhamdulillah, barakallahu feek, something of that sort. So then shaitan cannot affect that negatively. With regards to going for Umrah, you should generally do your nafil action without telling anyone. What's the point of telling? What is the intention behind telling others? Mostly it is in olden days to get forgiveness from people so that they do not, uh, you know, cause any harm to themselves in the life hereafter, because they might not return back. Life is short. So in olden days, people would go by sea, and then many a time they would just get lost. Sometimes with all the problems, they might not even survive. So they say, I'm going for months and months and months, so I'm just going. So then what they say, they would just go and ask for forgiveness for everyone. And also for their hajj, they would want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But before that, you have to have your debts cleared. So financial debts, as well as, worldly, your tongue, your physical abuse of any sort to people. So one would like to get that all purified and clarified. So you ask people to forgive, so that you come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Hajj and Umrah, whatever good deed. So ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please accept me. Otherwise, you'll be like, oh, but you have got a lot of debt from people. So what would you do? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would say on the day of judgment, go and ask them if they forgive you. But obviously it's difficult to get their forgiveness on the day of judgment when they are all in need. They may not, who knows. But here, we should just try and get it sorted out. So that is the idea behind it. Now, that's good intention, and that used to be. But nowadays, the intention tend to be, oh, let me just tell them, let people see that I'm so fortunate, I'm so good, I'm whatever, because people consider it to be a sign that I am more favored to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than someone else. And that's not right, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was barred from performing Umrah or Hajj from the time he migrated. And so he could do only after 7 years. Likewise, he only did one Hajj in his lifetime. So what does that mean? Na'udhu billah. We are more beloved than because you've done second Umrah. He managed only once or twice in his lifetime with one Hajj. So if I've done 4 or 5 Hajj, then I am better than him. Na'udhu billah. Obviously not. So many a time people would get pride, a sense of being special. That's why they want people to know, and that's obviously completely, it just defeats the purpose. So one should try and avoid that and not tell anyone. Go quietly. You're going to meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, speak to, connect to Him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with prayers and whatnot. So why get everyone else involved? Do you go to masjid and tell everyone that I'm praying Dhuhr and I'm praying Asr? you eat food and tell everyone. Obviously, any good deed that we do, we don't show, don't tell others. We tend to keep it quiet.